Alright, what's up guys? This is just a sort of first video I want to make. Messed about on YouTube a couple of years ago during lockdown, and I don't know, I just kind of want to talk about football, to be honest. It's like one of them things where I see so many people doing football YouTube punditry, and a lot of it just annoys me the way it's done. You know, so many people can't get away from their biases and everything. I kind of want to just express my feelings because I feel like I have some interesting things to say sometimes, But anyway, I want to talk about Mikel Arteta. I am an Arsenal fan after all, and I just want to provide a perspective on Mikel Arteta because I feel like no one's really giving him credit. I mean, I love the guys on the kickoff, Rory Jennings, Adam McCullough, such. They There's talk of Arsenal being title contenders, but they'll say all this without saying really that they'll try to almost try to say all that without acknowledging the fact that Mikel Arteta is the only reason why any of this is happening. Like seriously, this team is not a team to compete for a title necessarily. Like not everyone was predicting us to finish top four, let alone top one, right? Like, and even if we don't, it'll be top two is a realistic possibility now, which is not the case. And I think it's important for people to recognise that Mikel Arteta is the one who's made this happen. They bought the people can acknowledge the recruitment from Edu, and they do rightly so. But let's be honest, the players bought in, Mikel Arteta's not only getting the best out of them, but that it's only working because they were tailored in for Mikel Arteta's system. The sort of his take on Pep Guardiola's system mixed with the old-fashioned Arsene Wenger system, I think, particularly with Zinchenko and Jesus fitting seamlessly in, showing that it is really very close to Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola's system. But yeah, I just want to give him some credit. He's the guy who's built this, and he's the guy who deserves the credit for it. A lot of people, I love Rory Jennings, but the word inadequacies is used about Arteta like it's his middle name. And right now he's overperforming with this team. If you compare this team to City, the fact we're competing with City at all, even at this stage of the season, is very impressive. It's the best start to season Arsenal ever had, and this is not the best team Arsenal ever had. It just isn't. So that's an overachievement in itself. They're playing football. They look brilliant. They look like Man City. Not only are we winning with dominating teams, not against Leeds, but in general, 10, 11 games, we've dominated the games, controlled the ball, played beautiful passing football, playing out from the back, creating dynamic chances through our wide players, through Jesus, Odegaard. Xhaka's turned into a new player. Thomas Partey looks like one of the best City midfielders in the league. Ben White is criminally underrated. Saliba looks like the new Van Dijk. Gabriel has responded well to mistakes he's made and really become a strong figure in the middle of the defence for us. And Zinchenko, Tierney, Tomiyasu, they can all play left back. Tomiyasu can also play right back. We've got depth there. Fabio Vieira's coming at times. All these players brought into Mikel Arteta's, but Mikel Arteta's system. He's the most important part of this team. It's nobody else. Everyone wants to say Arsenal are doing great. Arsenal this, Arsenal that. Arsenal playing well. Arsenal going to win the league. I still, as an Arsenal thing, still think City are going to do it, and I'm not going to say with chest Arsenal win the league because I don't necessarily think it will happen. I'd love it to happen though. But everyone said Arsenal this, Arsenal that. But it's Mikel Arteta. It's not Arsenal. It's him. He's the guy who's made this happen. People were calling for him to have the sack, right? With chess, and it's become so normal with football to just have the sack be the only answer to any of these things, right? When a team's doing bad, sack. Guaranteed every time. Whereas Arsenal showed that even if we were losing 1-0 to Burnley and looked like people were bantering us about getting relegated, and at the time there were genuine questions about Arsenal having to fight a relegation battle, almost like the way Leicester are now, where a good team can just completely lose all ability sometimes under the pressure. And that's what I feel happened with Arsenal, but he managed to get us out of that. We were on a great run to finish 8th. An amazing run to get 8th. So imagine where we would have finished otherwise, right? Next season started, some good recruitment came in. Arteta, you could see the style of play coming in glimpses. It wasn't there completely because he didn't have the players to play it. but came in quickly. Some moments against Watford, 3-2. Some beautiful passing there. You can see it forming its glimpses. A lot of digging out 1-0 wins, a lot of holding on. Unfortunately, didn't end up finishing in the top four, but it was an overachievement to be in top four. No one was predicting Arsenal to be top four. The fact we were near to doing it is an overachievement. Let's be honest here. If you're at the start of the season and all the so-called sofa, I mean, I'm on the sofa football experts on YouTube or anywhere else don't predict you to do something, the fact you're close to doing that thing is an overachievement. And I'm sick and tired of people talking about us bottling it. We lost to Tottenham at White Hart Lane, a game we rarely win at White Hart Lane, and we lost to a very, very, very on-form Newcastle in their home stadium. That's not bottling it, right? That is losing to two good teams. It's a failure. Don't get me wrong, we failed. We missed our opportunity. Not having bottle job. That's too far for me. We're not Tottenham Hotspur, okay? We're not. We win titles. We have people talk as if Arsenal. We're not. You can't call Arsenal bottle jobs. We have 13 league titles, as many as City and Chelsea combined. All right, let's just relax a little bit. People have very short memories, right? Don't have to be calling us bottle jobs. There are two tough games to win. If we lost to Norwich final day of the season, fair enough. We lost to Brighton. We drew Brighton a couple of years ago. That's more a bottle job than what we did last time, I think. But yeah, I just want to give some credit to Arteta, get my thoughts on camera for produce his first video, and just because I'm just sort of I thought I'm looking at these sort of football pundits on YouTube, and I feel like I can do better, or not maybe I can do better, but I can provide my own insight. I'm looking at James Redmond and Liverpool come out of the woodwork, and it's a slow build. You have to look at the I always wanted to do YouTube. It's just I wanted to talk on camera, but it's difficult to find the exact thing you want to talk about. But I could talk about football. Why not? I think it will draw in the views. If I'm patient and I do it personally, firstly because I enjoy it. That's important. Also, to talk with people in the comments will be fantastic. So yeah, if you watch this video and you have something to say, I'm not. Jesus, I'm watching a Liverpool game and Alisson almost just gave it away. Oh my god. Anyway, maybe one day be doing watch-alongs. So that'd be cool. It's just a thing to do. YouTube's a long-term thing. If you do well on YouTube for years, you'll get rewarded. I'm not saying I'm not going to be on the kickoff or anything, probably, but you'll have a viewing. You have a viewing for sure, especially if you market yourself well. But yeah, thanks for watching, anyone who watched this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have anything you want to say it in the comments. I'm willing to engage people. I'm not just going to take every comment that disagrees with me as an attack or anything. I'm willing to be level-headed about it and have an interesting discussion about football and stuff, and not just be completely biased, because obviously I'm biased, but if I talk about Tottenham Hotspur on this channel, I'll talk about it with my Arsenal hat off and just honestly talk about the team, because at the end of the day, no one wants to hear an Arsenal fan try to dismiss Tottenham being a good team purely because of an Arsenal fan. No one wants to hear that, right? Like I get very frustrated when I hear rival teams, Man United fans, Tottenham fans, just say Arsenal is shit because they're Arsenal fans. I don't see the point in that. There's no analysis to that. There's not particularly deep thinking, is it? It's just knee-jerk tribalism, there's a place for that. There's a place for the banner. Don't get me wrong, but if you're going to have a YouTube channel and have the long, drawn-out thinking, I just think YouTube's not really the place for it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and please like, and I will see you next time.